My name is Santillana.
What is your rank?
My rank is Sergeant First Class.
What is your MOS?
I am currently a 79 Romeo detail, and my primary MOS is a 25 Bravo. It's an Information Technology Specialist.
Do you have more than one MOS? If so, what are they?
Yes, I have more than one MOS. I have three. I have a 25 Bravo, which is the information systems, messing around with computers. I have the 42 Alpha, which is your basic human resource person. And the 91 Bravo, which is a mechanic. That's what I first came into the military with. And like I said, I'm 79 Romeo right now, a recruiter for Army, Reserve, and active duty.
How many years have you served?
I've served 14 years in the military. I actually only have a little bit over 6 years of active duty. The rest of the time I've been a straight reservist. 1 week in a month, 2 weeks at a summertime, I'm doing military work.
How many more years do you have left to serve or plan to serve?
At a minimum, I have to do 13 more active years, and that's in order for me to get a pension. So if I do the 13 years, then I'll be able to collect a check the very next day I retire for the rest of my life.
How many times have you been deployed?
I've been deployed twice. I've been deployed once to Iraq in 2004 to 2005. And then again, I was deployed in 2012 to 2013. And that one was a little bit easier. I was in Santa Monica, California for that one.
How does being in the military impact your life and the lives around you?
It impacts me tremendously because if I knew now what I knew back then, I would have did a lot of things differently. Like right now, I have all my kids. I'm making them do volunteer work, making them do extra education stuff so they can become officers. When they become of age, maybe 18, 19, try to get them to go to West Point. So it impacts me a lot.
How was basic training?
Basic training was pretty easy. I came in when I was 23, going into 24, so I was a little bit older. It was basically do what you're told, do it to the best you can, and I was pretty physically fit, so I had no issues. I ran track when I was young, so I was pretty quick, pretty fast, so it came natural.
How was AIT?
AIT was pretty easy. It was weird because you meet people from all over the country. There was a couple people from Russia and Africa. They barely spoke the language, but it's quite an experience. It's bonding with all walks of life from all 50 different states, like I said, and different countries. I learned about mechanics. I wasn't very mechanically inclined when I first came in, so I learned a lot and met a lot of good people.
Did you like where you were stationed?
Yeah, like I said, I was a reservist, so once I was done with my AIT after basic training, I got back on a plane and they flew me back to my home of residence, which is in Arizona. So right when I got back, I went back into working at Intel and just did the 1 week in a month, 2 weeks out of the year.
How many times have you been stationed in different areas and where?
I've been to 3 different locations. I'm from Arizona, like I said previously. So I was stationed there. Then I took a promotion when you advance up the ranks. I took a promotion to California, so I was in Los Angeles. And then after that, I went where I'm at presently, which is Fort Lewis, Washington.
What made you want to join this branch?
To be honest, it's probably the only thing I ever thought about when I first came in. That's the first office I went to. Maybe it's the stuff you see on TV. I don't know. But for myself, it was more career oriented. When I talked to them, they were pretty open. They're like, "What do you want?" I scored really well on the ASVAB. It's just for myself, I wasn't mechanically inclined. I have 4 other brothers, and they're all mechanically inclined. So I just did it to kind of appease my dad and make him proud.
What made you want to join overall?
Overall, if I'm honest with myself, I was going through a bad divorce, going through college. The grades weren't that great. I needed a break. And when I came back and I had structure. I was able to finish junior college, and my regular college at Arizona State, and then I finished up with my master's. So it gave me structure, and it gave me, I've always had drive, but it gave me extra push and motivation.
What was it like to be deployed?
I've been deployed twice. The first one it was chaotic. It was a lot of just the unknown. It wasn't too bad because I'm from Arizona and Iraq. In Iraq and Kuwait, it looked just like Arizona, so there wasn't too much of a change. It was hot. Met a lot of good people from a lot of different states, and it was a grind out there, working 6 days a week, 12-hour days, just to keep busy, but the time flew by fast. Did a lot of working out, a lot of self-reflection, and it was pretty sad because you meet a lot of good people, and then it's time to go home when you're done after the year, and you go back to what you were doing in the civilian sector. The second one was pretty easy. I was in Santa Monica, California. That's where the reserve center was at. So every day we'd run on the beach, Muscle Beach. I've seen a couple celebrities out there, like 5:30 in the morning. So that was pretty cool. But just messing around on IT equipment, computers, laptops. It was pretty easy.
What is one good memory in your time serving?
One good memory is when I met my wife in Iraq. We ended up meeting there, and when we came back, we still kept in touch. And she ended up applying to Arizona State University, and we ended up moving in together. And we've been married 10 years now, and four kids later. So it's a good memory.
What is one bad memory in your time serving?
One bad memory is when you're done with the deployment. Like I said, people go about their ways. It's a little bit easier now that Facebook and Instagram's around, so you can still kind of keep in touch, but it's not the same. You go from seeing somebody every day, talking to them, getting to know them, building relationships, and when you have to go to a different state or go back to what you're doing, it's kind of hard. You know, the phone calls where you say you're going to keep in touch, those slowly dissipate, and you don't really keep in contact. So that's one thing that's not that great.
Can you move the cup more this way? No, this way. Okay. What do you think about the cup?
It's a cup.
Okay. Thank you.